Welcome back to Inside the Wires. That's Noah, Ara, and I'm Ben. This is the third time I'm recording this intro. We have on the show today current national champions, Macie Elliott and Lynn Kiro. It's a good one. Enjoy. We should get Maggie on, actually, who runs Paddle Camp.
Who's that?
Paddle Camp Adventures. Her name's Maggie T-Paz. Just some series 2 paddle ladies out here in Chicago, and they came to a couple of matches last year. Maggie's got a party bus, where one of them was driving and the rest of them were fucking wasted at like 8:45 in the morning. Yeah,
that's a
the other teams hate them. Yeah,
this is gonna be good on the podcast.
No, you can't put that on.
It is on the. We're recording. It is on the podcast. It's on the video portion. You got to watch the video for the behind the scenes. Hey, Lynn, if you can hear this,
well, it's funny.
We're recording, Lynn.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're still waiting for
guys.
Macie. Nice.
Oh, what is that?
My drink of the summer, Aperol Spritz.
No Amarula?
I got my Amarula bottle here. Sven and I are saving it for a special occasion. It's been 2 years. I think we need to open it up, though. Sven just became a citizen not too long ago, and I just got my green card approved. So,
oh, congratulations! That's awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, that's awesome. Congratulations.
I can actually stay.
well, that means you can leave and come back too, right?
Exactly. They're not getting rid of me that quickly.
Nice. When was that? That was just recently, right?
My green card got approved like a couple days ago. Yeah. So
was it my letter that put him over the top, do you think?
Yeah.
That's held it up.
Yeah. Where's Macie? Is Macie on this call right now?
She is not.
She'd have been a citizen by now.
I am usually the late one. Like when was it? Short Hills tournament. Macie was at the court, so I was trying to find parking because you know the situation at Short Hills.
The worst.
God awful with the parking. I'm driving around in circles like 5 times. Macie's calling me, Jackie's putting us on court. They can't wait. The live started. Then I finally find a spot that's right on the street. It's like parallel parking, which I don't mind doing, but it was like so tight.
Sure.
And yeah.
And there's that ditch to your right.
We want our match.
You want to text? You mind texting Macie?
Yeah, maybe she forgot. But it's not like her to forget.
How could she forget? How is that possible?
That's right.
Are you guys gonna go matching outfits this year?
Let me actually call her. Oh no.
Seems to be the
plays matching outfits. Who do you think we are?
No.
Here's my take on matching outfits.
Yeah, please don't.
Maybe it changes this year.
No matching outfits.
Matching outfits is that I did matching outfits my whole life. So to still have to do it at this point in my career, like no ways. Junior tennis, doubles, professional tennis, we would wear the same thing. College tennis, the same thing. So at this point, I'm like, I would like to wear what I want to wear. But
seems reasonable.
You know, to each his own.
It's true.
All right, I'm calling Macie.
No, I got to tell you, my first professional tennis match, I didn't realize men's doubles, you had to have matching colored shorts.
Hey, are you coming?
I had white shorts on when I walked onto the court. We're in Egypt, and there's like a crowd and everything. And they're like, no, you have to have like matching colored shorts. I'm like, what fucking matches clothes? I had to change my shorts on the court.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the funny part is he wasn't wearing underwear either. But
well, I have another story about that one. In junior tennis, I shit you not, I was playing like 11 and unders junior tennis in England. And it's normally cold in England. So I'd put my sweatpants on. I always have shorts under the sweatpants. I took my sweatpants off to play the match and hadn't put shorts on. I will not lie to you. So I was 11. So that's what, 33 years ago. every day since, I will, when I go to take my sweatpants off, I will check that there's shorts on. Every time.
PTSD.
I've never made that mistake.
You're traumatized.
I'm scarred.
Traumatized.
Apparently that
Yeah.
scarred him.
Every day for 33 years. Yep, a little bit.
Macie said she'll be on the call in 5 minutes.
Excellent.
No worries.
Right.
We can also get going. If you want, we can move on.
Sure.
Whatever you want. Want to start now?
Yeah, lead the way, Noah.
Well, I meant you lead the way. That's what you do. I got to pay. Oh, here's Macie right here. Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, that was a quick 5 minutes.
Save the bell. Saved by the bell.
What's up, guys?
Are you running from someone?
Macie's at a camp out.
Not gonna lie, completely forgot when it came to Sunday football, but I'm here. Let's do this.
Macie, that
Who's
is so,
playing?
What?
that is so unlike you to forget.
It is not like me. This is not normal. But you know what? New things happen every day.
This looks like the
All
Blair
right.
Witch. This looks like Blair Witch Project a little bit. You know.
Lynn, I'm pretty sure Macie thinks we're about to be the second ranked podcast in all of paddle tennis, so she wasn't too bothered about coming on.
It was
Yeah.
all
Please
sabotage.
promote her own brand.
Ah, there you go. There's an ulterior
Yeah.
motive. Yeah,
Did we find a name
Oh,
for
good.
the podcast, Macie?
Wait, you got to save it. We'll ask that question. We're gonna ask that question. You got to save
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
No one has found it. Does anyone know how to put a background on your Zoom?
Yeah.
Noah.
Ooh, backgrounds and effects.
Where? I would love to do that too.
I did a
Uh,
blur.
Ooh.
well, you can
Settings?
blur it,
Is
or
it settings?
No, in I think in the
Background.
bottom left hand, you
Ooh.
see like stop video or something. But if you click on the little arrow to it, you
Ooh.
can go to choose your virtual background, blur my background. You see all that?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
What is?
Oh, I just found one.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
look at that. Oh. Perfect.
Why do I have
Yes.
no video filters or virtual backgrounds?
You don't have any?
Do I have to add an image?
You can add an image.
Okay. This is
All right, I'm good. Let's go.
Nice.
What is yours? M4? Ooh, is that M4?
I like.
Dirk's gonna be
I like-
happy about this one.
Let's go, M4.
There you go.
How's this?
Okay.
Is this one good?
Nice.
I
It's
love
appropriate. It's appropriate for sure.
Of course,
All
the
right.
TikTok guy has that.
That's impressive. All right. Ara, go ahead. It's all you.
What am I doing?
You're starting.
Kicking it off?
Lead
Yeah.
in.
All right.
I just did 19 different intros and
All right,
outros.
I'm
You're
not
good.
saying no.
It's all you.
I want to know what I'm doing. All right. Hi, I'm Ara. See, you just interrupted me. I'll start over. Hi, I'm Ara with Ben and Noah. Of course, our very special guests, Lynn and Macie, are 2023 national champs. Always a great time with these ladies. So let's get started.
Okay, you do realize you're not recording the intro. We're actually talking to them now.
Oh, this is what I was asking. I thought it was the intro. What is going on here?
So, Macie, when you guys have your own podcast, these are the things you need to work through, obviously, right?
I know we really got to work through all these little.
Yeah. All right, you want to try it again now, Ara? Now that all you have to do is start talking to them?
Oh, good.
Okay.
Hi,
Hi,
Ara.
Lynn.
How are you?
Hi,
Ara?
Macie. What's going on?
Oh, not much. I'm super prepared, and I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, we are equally as prepared, as you can see.
Linjo, how were the camps today?
Oh my God. I feel very sleep deprived, not gonna lie. But
Yeah.
honestly, I love camp season. It's so rewarding,
Yeah.
Seeing how people progress over a very short amount of time, I think is great as a teaching professional. So I'm just absorbing it, soaking it all in.
So do you have to shift your plan, like your daily plan, depending on the level of students you have? Like, do you have to kind of be flexible with that?
Yeah, so we kind of have a set plan of what we're gonna do for each session. But then if we do get, more beginner players, then we do kind of change it up a little bit and do more basic stuff with them, like court positioning, shot selection, just the screens a little bit. So yes.
So are you guys just getting into paddle now? Did you either of you guys touch a paddle at all this summer, or was it all tennis and pickleball and stuff like that?
No, sir, I did not pick it up one bit. I think I started hitting the first time maybe a week ago. But I just because it's too hot in the summer and it's totally different. The one year that I played summer paddle, I actually felt like it messed me up. That was me. And again, just me. I know a lot of people like it. And then it gets to focus on, tennis and pickleball. Played a lot of pickleball this summer.
Nice. Yeah, I think I picked up the paddle.
Sorry, Ara.
Ugh, it hurts me to hear that.
Okay. It's the best thing for quick hands. Quick hands, Ara. It's all for the paddle game. Think outside the box.
It hurts my back. It's the only one that hurts my back because of the quick movement and quickly get to the ground and this and that. I always have a sore back for 3 or 4 days. So I'm done with that game. No more.
And I've always been complimenting you, saying oh, Ara's so young and he's not old. And he's like, oh, my back hurts.
He's old.
Well, I am old. I am old.
Have you guys noticed with pickleball, I think it's amazing how well they've promoted themselves. They're always it's the fastest growing sport. And they've got huge crowds they'll do a press conference, and it's one person in a room with a hi dude, you want to come sit with me for a minute? Yeah, say hi. It's one person in a room with a
who's that?
This is Mateo.
Hey, Mateo.
You say hi to everyone?
Hi, Mateo.
Hi.
All right, we gotta go to bed. Hey, go watch Podcast now.
But
Perfect cutie.
I was charging all the time.
Okay,
But
go.
okay.
Go. Get out of here. With the they've got a board behind them, and they're pretending like it's this massive big press conference, and it's one dude with a microphone, and they're making it look. There's 4 microphones in front of them, but then when you watch the the pro matches, there's 6 people in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's amazing what pickleball has done to advertise themselves and whore themselves out. I think it's been amazing.
I completely agree. The money thrown into it is insane.
It's crazy.
But we were talking about it because pickleball in South Africa is just nowhere, and padel is just taken over like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sven was saying yesterday, he made a good point. If you go into World Padel Tour on Instagram, it's over 1 million followers.
Yeah.
APP, PPA, MLP has nowhere near the amount of followers that they have. So
good time to be
and also,
in the rackets game, huh?
Who came up with let's have the 2 associations for pickleball be PPA and APP? Most confusing.
I can't keep up with it. I can't work out which one is which. It's so stupid.
Didn't they just merge, or was that the tours or something that merged?
PPA and MLP merged.
Too many abbreviations. All right, so you both just started to get into playing paddle again for the season now, and it comes up pretty quick. We've got the first tournament's in about a month, right? First tour event, I think, in Chicago, or no, Montclair. Montclair's the first one. It's a month from now, right?
No, Montclair.
You guys are playing that, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Excellent. So, as you're just starting to get back, how often? Kind of give us a look behind the curtain. How often will you guys play or practice together now? If you have your first tournament in a month, if you're just kind of picking things up in the last week or so.
Why don't you take it off, Lynn?
I think we'll stick to our regular regime, which was, what did we do? Did we do once or twice last week? I think it was kind
once
of
a week together for sure.
Once a week together, where we try and drill together and do some match play, and then we obviously drill by ourselves. But obviously heading into Montclair Open, I think we'll probably try to drill together once a week and then get a match in. So maybe twice a week if we can make that work with our schedules. It really just depends on the schedule.
Right.
Yeah. We would try to play together, and then each of us make sure we have a drilling session on our own outside of that, and then you probably play a little bit more on top of it. But
so what's different this year? I mean, obviously you guys came together partway through early last season, but partway through last season. So how is it different this year as you've got, a full year to play together, and obviously being national champs and playing, I assume it changes the complexity or complexion of things a little bit, doesn't, or maybe not?
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, because it was like November last year, November, December, January, and we're still trying to figure things out on positioning. And poor Lynn, she'll like the first tournament we played together, because the positioning her and I do is a little different than what I used to do before. And so we're in the middle of like playing and we're practicing, and I'm saying to myself, shift right, okay, shift left, stay, shift. And she's like, she keeps looking at me. She's like, are you okay? Are you all right? I'm like, well, no, I'm not all right. Well, let's make that very clear. I'm not all right, but I'm like, I'm just telling myself. She's like, are you talking to me? Are you telling me what to do? I'm like, no, just talking to myself.
Yeah, no, I totally thought, and I was fine with that too. I was like, if you're telling me to shift left, shift right, I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna listen to the national champ, because clearly she knows what she's talking about. But I think after that, after what was it, Long Island and Detroit, it kind of pieced it together, and it all came together, and then
and like last year, even like as we were leading up to nationals, we both felt like there was so much we were learning about like playing together, and so much that we were still like improving. And I'm just excited to improve more this year. Like, I really do think that we've got a lot more to learn as a team and a lot more to get better at. So
is there something you guys are planning on working on, early on in the season? Like, do you have a plan, or you're just going to kind of go and see where the season takes you?
I didn't think we did, Lynn, do we?
I'm not sure if there was anything in particular. I'm just happy she wants to play with me again. That was the first thing I asked her off.
Okay.
I was like, I'm such a baby. I don't know, if you don't want to play with me, I'm fine with that. That's a win for me. That's a win for me.
It's okay. I'm not a walk in the park to play with, so she'll play with me. I'm happy.
So how do you translate some of this stuff to like a club player? Like, let's say a player is maybe even newer to the game and progressing and has some decent skills, but still has stuff to work on. So what do you think a club player like Ara should work on as he's starting to get better? How do you know what to focus on?
Before you go on, Noah, I am a certified platform tennis instructor. So just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there.
Apparently those are mail order certificates from wherever you got yours from.
I got it one way or another. I got it.
So that's why you didn't do the camp this year, huh?
Well, how could I? I mean, that's,
now you're too good to do camp.
He's too good. He's too good.
I was thinking of having my own camp, but nobody signed up.
Hey, I have one question. This might be totally off topic, but Ara, how do you feel about your new competition, the Real Paddle Girls?
You mean the Real Paddle Gals?
Gals,
yes. Honestly,
Gals.
We're good friends, and I support them 100%. I love what they do. And you know what I like the most about them? I think they do different types of stuff than any other Instagram site is doing. So I love it. Like they try to get like, they pick a certain player and they go in depth to like, what, certain things about them. And that's not something that we do or anybody else is doing. So I love it. And they're so enthusiastic. I was actually with one of them yesterday. And,
can you give us some deets on who the Real Paddle Gals might be?
I cannot.
I love that his voice inflection went up when you asked that question. That was my favorite part.
What?
Good catch. Good catch.
The voice went up.
Oh my God.
Lynn and Macie, can we tell you something real quick? Here on Inside the Wires, we like competition, and we've got the Real Paddle Boys, and now there's the Real Paddle Gals. Macie will talk about it in a minute. You guys are starting a podcast. We love it. We think it's awesome. We are, I'm not going to name any names, but there are some people that when other people come into a space, they get very angry and they throw accusations out there, and it's not good. I think more the merrier with all of this stuff, as far as podcasts and Instagram and paddle companies and innovation. All good. More the merrier.
The more the merrier.
Are you referring to Paddlegate?
I never said anything.
Okay.
I just said some people get angry when new things come into the world, and Lynn,
news is
stop getting me in trouble with the APTA. I've been good on this episode so far.
Again. So Macie, tell us about the podcast. What is there going to be a reveal of the name now?
Well, everyone knows what my vote is. My vote is Hazy Paddle. That's my vote. I have no idea if I'm going to get my way or not. Is what?
Not my vote. Not my vote.
Not your vote.
Outside the Wires. Greatest name. That's what you should have gone with.
I like that. I'm going to second that because I should have voted for that.
Yeah, see? Yep.
My vote
That's why I
is
voted
Hazy
for
Paddle.
that. Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be, but it was like Mark and I had talked for a while, like, oh, let's do a podcast, because we always, have great conversation with each other. And I like the perspective he brings to everything. And then apparently he had talked with Justin Campbell about doing one as well. And then so Mark's like, okay, you two, we're all doing it together. I was like, all right, let's go.
Classic Mark.
The more the merrier, as some might say.
Yeah. So what's the thought process? Like, how are you going to just do tournament recaps, or like, what's the timing? How often will you be doing them, do you think?
Do tournament recaps, doing ones leading up to tournaments. We've got a couple that we've recorded in order to get the season started. And then at the end of each episode, or for each episode, one of us picks out a beer or a beverage for all of us to try, and we all give our rating on on that beverage. Yeah,
see, there's innovation there.
That is a key component to the podcast.
There's good innovation right there. Oh, like
I like it. You know what?
Very nice.
Cut this part out. Let's cut this part out and put it as our innovation. We're kind of like companies something and coming out with new innovation for the new season.
It's good thinking.
Love it.
The editing is fantastic in the podcast. That's the best part.
Oh yeah. Who's the editor on this podcast?
I do the video. Ben does the audio.
Me and Noah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of, I will tell you though, it's a lot of work editing. So usually we just cut the intro, the outro, and then the main interview, and that's it. We don't really edit anything. It makes it much easier and quicker.
and Ara is here for team morale.
Nah.
I'm just a pretty face. That's all.
I'm telling you, you're doing a great job.
We needed it.
Learns a lot.
Yeah.
So with getting into the season, having a full season, or maybe even last season, when you guys were playing, how do you look back on the match? Like post match, will you guys watch videos? Will you play and think of and try to, like, some people like maybe don't want to play at all for a few days after a long tournament. Some people want to jump back at it. How do you guys do things after a match?
Well, most importantly, usually I do a video recap with Bernard Schumann, and I'm actually not kidding. Ooh. The guy, he has like called me and be like, no, we're recapping this, and it's a morning or two later, he's like, bacon, egg, and cheeses, let's go. He's been a little upset down in Baltimore that we can't have like a bacon, egg, and cheese and be right in front of the TV. I've had times where he will pause it and he goes up and he points at it, he's like, look, see there, bad transition. You should have transitioned forwards. And so I do that. But then usually, unless it was a really bad loss, usually I want to hit like the very next day, because I feel like what I've done wrong and I want to work on it right away. Lynn, what about you?
With the video recap, I don't think that I do too much recap after matches. I think it's usually before the tournaments. That I like to watch video of the players we're playing against. But I think I've always been one of those players, even in my tennis careers, like I would finish playing a match in a tournament and then, our coaches would have us go right to practice that same day. So I like to get right back into practice, even the day after a tournament, just so I can work on stuff. There's a lot of stuff I can work on in my game, so I'm always keen to get out on court and to work on whatever I need to work on. And I'm lucky that I have Sven. We always talk about that, but he's great in that regard. He helps me so much with everything, and I think I'm really lucky to have someone like him in my corner who will always make time for me, will always go out there, even with his busy schedule. So I think for me it's more the on-court stuff and less of the video analysis.
So Lynn, we all know about Sven's amazing call saying that you guys would win nationals, right, before it happened. Is he making any predictions this year?
Sven, are you making any predictions this year for who's going to win nationals?
Oh, so that's why she was saying nice stuff about him. He's in the room.
Because he's right there.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
sitting right there behind the computer.
What did you say?
Same as last year, he said.
Wow. You heard it here on Inside the Wires.
But I think I know what the good luck charm was, Lynn. I haven't told you this yet. I think it was the big blue poncho that Sven wore for the finals. And I think if that comes up again, he's got to wear the big blue poncho again.
And then I will have to miss his semifinal match the next day.
Yes.
Same thing.
It's good reason we were celebrating. But I just remember kind of looking, because you can't really see. You're looking on the side. I'm like, there's a big blue thing over there. And Sven's voice is very loud from a similar direction. But I heard right now. Heard that out.
With the hood on his head.
Right now.
So after nationals, where did you guys go celebrating in Chicago?
Do you remember the name of the place?
Was it something? No, not Ben. It had a name in it.
I did see a video.
So
it was an Irish bar or something.
It was okay, but here's the thing. It definitely had the name of an Irish bar, but it also had a fog machine, and there was like EDM music being played. So we were very confused on whether this was an Irish pub or not. But Lynn went up to the DJ and was like, "Hey,
were you in the city?"
Yes. No,
we weren't
north.
In the city. We were.
We went north.
He gave us the recommendation, anyways.
I don't know. It was Louis' idea. We'll blame it all on Louis Beauclair.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
How can things go wrong listening to Louis?
It was Louis' idea. It was fantastic.
Of course, Louis recommends a Irish bar with a fog machine and EDM music.
Yeah, but this is the best thing about paddle. Like we went and Roxy and Gabby went. Marcella and Liz were there, and Louis was there. I think Anton Protsenko made an appearance? Yes, and then Bernie and MC were there. Yeah.
Ooh, quite the crowd.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's fantastic. Speaking of that, with some of the names you mentioned, any insight, any new teams that are coming up that you're aware of for this season? Any changes?
Not that I know of. Lynn?
I haven't heard of any. No.
We'll find out in a month, I guess, at Montclair.
Well, I guess we will.
There you go. What on a related note, is there anybody that you kind of really look forward to playing? When you see them in the draw, you're like, yeah, so that's gonna be a fun match or a good match or whatever the case is,
or an easy match.
I don't think I've ever been like that. I think I'm just kind of playing more the ball, playing the situation. It's not really about who my opponents are. I'm just trying to play, get better, work on stuff that I've been practicing on. That's really it.
Yeah. I think the same. Same here.
So speaking of practicing on things, are we going to see the cutter come out, or is that top secret?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
Who are you
I was going to say, I think we're referring to you, Linjo. She's like,
I
Sven,
don't know.
Sven,
We
where's my
may,
cutter?
we may not. I don't know. I guess might be a surprise whether
Nice.
it comes out or not.
Nice. That's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be exciting. So what do you guys have a good idea on what your tournament schedule is gonna be like this year? I mean, there's 16 tour events now. I think that's including, I guess, the Grand Prix, right? But there's 16 money tournaments this year.
So correct me if I'm wrong on any of these, Lynn. We've got Montclair to start, and then we're gonna go down to Baltimore and play in the Baltimore Open. That's the end of October. And for Bernie. And then November 3rd is Charities. We've got that. And then November 17th is Philly, I believe. Is that correct? Is it Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's a Grand Prix as well.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's 2 Grand Prix back to back, 2 weekends apart from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Long Island on December 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's the start of the season. I don't know the back end. I just know the front end.
That's like a year's worth of paddle for me. I don't know about you guys. Jesus.
I know.
The amount they win, that's a lot of matches before Christmas.
I know. I was looking at it, and it's like if all goes well, like this would be definitely the most tournaments I've participated in a year.
So will you then kind of, if let's say you do win a bunch, or at least go deep in tournaments, will you take kind of January off, or just keep going hard all the way through nationals?
Keep on rolling.
Yeah, I mean, it's a short season as well.
Mm-hmm.
It comes and goes very quickly.
They
it'd be good to keep momentum going if you have that momentum.
So I'll show my ignorance here.
But like I said, and I truly mean this. Like I really, my goal this year, like for us to just learn a lot more and seriously like improve a lot as a team. And I think you can only do that by playing more.
Absolutely.
Well, that was just a question from 3 middle-aged men. You guys are much younger and better shape. The season's probably a lot easier for you guys.
So
Gotta try to stay healthy.
Showing my ignorance here, but do you guys play league matches during the season, or is it just tournaments?
Lynn, you play on Ladies League, right?
I will no longer be able to play in the Ladies League because at Rock City, my teams are now in Series 9 and Series 15.
Oh, you'd roll on Series 9 and 15 for sure.
Play lefty. Play lefty.
Play left-handed.
So basically, I mean, after the end of the season, I spoke to Tiernan about it, and I said, Tiernan, what would your thoughts be on me playing on the Series 9 team? And she just said, Lynn, let's not open that can of worms. And I was like, never know. But then the league did come out and say that pros aren't allowed to play in series higher than Series 2. So unfortunately, I will not be able to help out my Series 9 ladies, but they're going to crush it without me regardless.
They're going to crush it because of your coaching, Lynn.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my Roxidicus crew.
How about you, Macie?
In Connecticut, you can never play in ladies leagues. But I can play in this Thursday night men's league. So I play in that with my guys. I played in it last winter, January through March, and so I'll do that again this year.
Is that a
why can't you play ladies league?
I'm sorry, say again, Ben.
I said, why can't you play in ladies league?
It's just a rule in Connecticut. I guess pros used to play way back when, but now there are no pros in ladies league whatsoever.
So you guys seem like, I mean, you're teaching a lot, right? You're playing tournaments and things like that. You're practicing a lot. Do you guys play for fun?
Winning is fun, I think.
For me, those like
winning, Ara. We lose a lot. It's not fun.
It's all fun.
Yeah, for me, those league matches at night. Anytime I play paddle at night, it just seems like it's fun. Like play at night, then you have a beer out there, and I actually like play with friends too, and I just grab a beer and get out there, because then, you know, and I think that's important. I actually started doing that last year. Started playing with some of my friends who they don't play, like they can play. And Mia, my friend Mia Handler, shout out, she says that she's like my my mental coach, my good luck charm. So we'll do a for fun match before like a big tournament. She's like, because you got to remember what this is all about, you know, just going out and having a great time, which is really, really nice. We laugh so much.
Wait, so the men's league that you play in, is that just an in-house league or a state league?
It's the paddle player league in Fairfield County, and it's run by Maurice Sanchez. And so it's like a separate league from, it's not the Fairfield County league. That's the more official one, I guess.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I think the league matches, you know, even me playing in the league matches last year for Montclair and Series 1 was just super helpful. Getting that extra match in every week, you know, was pretty cool. Playing with Jane Barra, who's an absolute freak on the court, was a pretty fun time. And I think, you know, that's something I'm definitely going to miss this year.
Jane, what a legend.
Right? Jane, shout out Jane.
So do I need to check with my league? I mean, since I'm a certified platform tennis pro, like if I can play, like
check.
Well, Ara, you can't play in Connecticut Women's League now. Congratulations.
Oh, awesome. Yes. That's my life goal.
No, that's really where you wanted to be.
Have you been teaching lessons and clinics?
Well, you know, kind of here and there. I like to think so, but nobody's really listening.
Did you hear he's the most expensive pro in Jersey?
That's right. It's,
Rightfully
it's a high
so.
ticket. It's a big price, very exclusive,
Hottest,
very exclusive.
Hottest ticket in town.
Yeah.
Like it, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey guys, real quick, seeing as we've got Noah, we've got 3 pros on the show this evening, with Lynn, Macie, and Ara. When you guys are coaching, what is your biggest pet peeve? What drives you absolutely nuts? You don't have to name any names or anything, but what drives you nuts when you're coaching?
I have to go first on this before I forget.
You don't want to let Ara go. Let Ara go first. That should be exciting.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. All right. Yes, you go first.
I hate when I send out an email like, "Hey, who wants to take lessons?" and I get 0 replies. I hate that. I don't understand it. It just drives me crazy. I don't know why.
Goodness.
All right, Lynn, you go.
My biggest pet peeve is, and this is, I guess it happens with a couple of people, not everyone, but it's like someone will do something in a drill over and over again, and you know, you try to help them correct it with it, and you know what their answer is? I know. And I hate nothing more than that, because if you knew, why would you keep doing it? So that is like, you know, when I hear someone say that, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not going to say anything anymore since you know so much. That is my honest biggest pet peeve while teaching.
We've heard that one a few times, I think, over the years, haven't we?
Everyone, I know that answer's coming, because you know, it's not like the first time you make a mistake, the pro's coming up to you and going, "Oh, you shouldn't do that." It's like 30th time you're like, "Hey, I've got something for you," and then, you know, my partner in my club, he calls them ninos. We got another 9-0 on the court, because every time I say something, it's I know. He's just 9-0s. Yeah.
Macie, how about you?
What do you got, Macie?
This is the best, and I love it every time I see it. It's specifically in paddle. So, you know, you got 2 up at the net, 2 back at the baseline, especially if you're doing a lob drill, and then all of a sudden, the 2 people at the net, they start, and I'm going to explain this more for the people who are just listening and not watching me. So they, all of a sudden they lob it up. They're like, up, they watch it, and they're like, hope it's going to go out. And then all of a sudden it lands in, and they turn on, they're like, oh, great shot. Good job. I say, guys, it's a lob. So we will just very calmly turn around and escort the ball out of the court, and then up. Because by the time it lands, if it happens to land in, you're already there. And look, I'm in perfect position. That one, And all my ladies who've done lessons with me know it. They're like, why do we do it? Why do we do it? I'm like, I don't know. I really don't. They turn and so all my ladies know now. They turn. We escort the ball out of the court.
Well, if nothing else, it is supposed to be exercise as well. So you might as well, work a little bit as you're there and walk back with the ball, right?
But the best part about it, through all the years, everyone does the same thing. Whenever they turn and it lands in, they applaud the opponent, like, "Oh, great shot! It was amazing."
So I've got a question about that. So obviously at clubs, I suppose there's a lot of crossover between the tennis players and the pickleball players and the paddle players. Do you find some of those situations are similar across the board? Like, is that a character flaw for people versus something paddle specific?
So like that specific thing with lobs, it happens a ton in tennis, but in tennis, like you can get behind, there's some of them you're just not going to be able to get. Like you're not going to go back and get it. But in paddle, it's 5 steps back and then it's going to hit off the screen. Like it's going to come back to you. For tennis, I get it more so, but that's why it's very specific for paddle, in my opinion.
You guys, are you guys fans of when you're about to start a drill and a player comes and they go, I'm really injured. I'm just not going to move today. Please don't come. Please don't come, because every time someone hits, you're like, I can't move for that. You fucked up the drill for everyone because you won't move for an overhead. You won't move for anything that doesn't come right at you. Just don't come. Please don't show up.
Actually, that has not happened to me.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I've got my own names. I have one client that once a month shows up so injured. I just can't. I just can't move.
So, are you injuring your clients before the clinic or what?
Just generally the best way. Yeah, that's how I do it. Yeah.
All right. Hey, you know what? I know I know Lynn and Macie have had long days on the court already. So let's try to get them out of here. Ben, you want to do the 20 and I want to steal your thunder. You want to introduce the closing segment?
Well, yeah. All right, guys. Let's see how we can do this. I think we might have to call it 20 and 240, right? Or we've been calling it 20 and 120. So 20 questions in 2 minutes. They're just one or the other. And do you guys want to do it at the same time? See if we can go through it.
Sure.
All right. And I might ask a 21st question, which Ara took in a whole different direction the other week, and I hadn't even thought about it. But we'll see what you guys think.
I feel like that's just gonna.
Yes.
Listen.
Hey, Lynn, your feeling is correct.
Yeah, we can cut it out.
But your feeling is correct.
You're pretty much
there. You don't cut anything out on this podcast. Too much effort.
Yeah, that is true. See? That's way too much work for us.
She's already got podcasting down.
She's listening. All right, let me start let's start the timer. Where are we at? All right, you guys ready?
So are we both answering all these questions?
Yeah, but you should probably go in the same order each time, so you're not talking over each other.
Who's going first?
So let you go first each time.
Okay. You guys ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Cutter or waterfall?
Waterfall.
Cutter.
Appetizer or dessert?
Dessert. Duh.
Appetizer. Duh.
Apple or Android?
Ugh. Apple. Noah, don't even get me
started.
Apple. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Coke.
All right. Third set or PFP breaker?
Third set.
Third set.
Really? Okay. All right. Fit in or stand out?
Stand out, always.
Stand out, baby. Stand out.
Yeah. Ice cream or cake?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Van Luden.
Dine in or delivery?
Delivery.
Ooh, dine in.
All right. Old or new?
What is that in regards to?
Whatever you like.
New.
Ranch or blue cheese?
Ranch dressing.
Can I pick neither?
Neither?
Yeah.
Really? What do you go? Ketchup?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Ketchup on what?
Pete,
Salad?
I don't do dressing.
all right. That's
Oh.
fair enough. Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Documentary or movie?
Movie.
Movie.
Puffy or crunchy Cheetos?
Flaming hot puffy Cheetos.
Oh,
Ooh,
so good.
Puffy Cheetos though.
Oh, both of you are awesome. Suck it, Blake Anderson. Cooking or dishes?
Cooking. Sven does the dish.
Cooking.
All right. Rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Rich and unknown.
Rich and unknown. 100%.
All right. Messy desk or clean desk?
Clean desk.
Usually it's messy, but currently it's clean. It's been clean for a few weeks.
All right. We got time. One more question.
All right. Is this a 21st question?
Yeah, but we only got to like 17, but we'll call it.
Good.
Shit or fuck?
What?
No.
What's your
the
favorite swear word?
The word, not the action.
Yeah, see, I
That's-
never thought
It's
about
like,
that.
Guys, let's keep it appropriate.
Like, whoa, take it easy.
when we wrote the question,
Take
Noah
it easy.
Noah or I didn't even think about that. And Ara and by all accounts, Lynn
unbelievable.
Lynn took it to a whole different level.
I
This
skipped
wasn't
over.
what we were thinking.
I skipped over the question and they were like, why aren't you questioning? I'm like, that's an awful question. I'm like, I'm not asking that. And then later on I told them why. And they're like, that's not what we meant. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, which curse word do you prefer? I'm like, oh. I'm like, well,
I
that's
was gonna say,
different.
if you want us to go in depth, we can, because Macie and I have a lot of conversations about this. But since we're not taking it that route, I'm gonna say shit.
Fuck.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at
All
that.
right. Man, Noah, we did not think about that when we wrote the question.
Stop with the we. That's all you. I don't want to take any credit on
You
that.
see how he keeps roping you in with everything?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
I said it was a
That's
bad
what I did.
idea right from the start. I said
I
no
was like,
good's
is
gonna come from that.
the next question he's gonna ask a position or what?
Yeah.
God, man.
See, that's why you have to
Man, that's
clarify. It's the,
All right,
the
I've got to
verbal expression, not the action.
Gotta read the fine print.
Yes,
I
for
got to
sure.
change that question. All right.
For sure.
Hey, one last question. Aliens or Bigfoot?
Dude,
Which
aliens all
one's
day.
more
and
likely to
then-
be real?
I don't know which I like both, but I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of aliens.
Aliens.
I'm gonna say
man.
aliens because
Right?
aliens are real.
I could talk
Like,
about aliens all day.
did you hear about, or did you see the whistleblower, what he said about the aliens?
No. What
Which
is that?
one? There's been a lot released recently on aliens.
I mean, I find it hard to believe that we're the only people in this whole universe. So
Correct.
that is my
Mhm.
whole take on aliens. So
Yep.
yeah.
What if the aliens are Bigfoots?
Ooh.
Are-
Mind blown, right?
Yeah,
And this
but
is why they keep you around, Ara. You sit there and you smile for so long, and then you just
That's
that's
it.
right.
throw in a
Drop
little
in
sprinkle
knowledge.
here and
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, we know we know you guys have had a long day, and appreciate you joining us after being on court all day. But thanks so much. Congratulations, obviously, on last year's results, and looking forward to seeing things this year and starting off in Montclair in the end or the middle of October.
All right. Thank you guys so much. This was
Guys.
awesome.
Absolutely. And whenever the new podcast has a name, make sure everyone
You
listens to the new
You
podcast.
guys are coming on the new podcast.
There you
Yes,
go.
please.
There you go.
Awesome.
Sounds
A little
good.
change up.
All right. Thanks so much,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
being on. Take care.
Bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks to our guests, Macie Medeiros and Lynn Kiro, the 2023 national champions. Great to have them on. Great to hear what's been going on this summer and all the camps they're doing, and look forward to watching them and the rest of the women's game as we get started with the paddle season this year. So thank you to them, and see you next time.